Welcome to Some Topic, the podcast where two dangerously underqualified individuals tackle an ever-changing buffet of subjects we have no business discussing. From global politics to ghost squirrels, nothing is off limits, and nothing is properly researched. We are your hosts, two voices with microphones, a Wi-Fi connection, and just enough confidence to sound like we know what we're talking about. Spoiler, we don't. But that's never stopped anyone with a podcast before, and we refuse to be the first. Every week, we plunge headfirst into topics both serious and stupid, usually at the same time, armed only with sarcasm, caffeine, and a dangerous overestimation of our own coherence. Whether it's philosophy, politics, pop culture, or paranormal rodents, we approach each subject like two raccoons who broke into the Library of Alexandria, knocked over a torch, and now insist the fire was enlightenment. Our findings? Improvised. Our sources? Suspect. Our method? Whatever we yanked from our asses while marching proudly up the hill of stupidity, ready to fall honorably in the fog of ego, ontological confusion, and the blood-slick ruins of abandoned discourse. It's too late to turn back now. Your descent has begun. And we, your casually deranged hosts, will guide you in style straight through the crumbling ruins of reason. Listener discretion is enthusiastically advised. This podcast contains strong language, stronger delusions, and a persistent disregard for intellectual safety. If you're easily offended, chronically literal, or spiritually fragile, please relax your chakras, unclench whatever needs unclenching, and consider yelling at a tree instead. This is not journalism. This is not education. This is comedy. This is play. This is Some Topic.
Now that we're back from our short-term break,
Did we take a break, or do we just decide to say fuck it and start over?
Well,
They won't know the difference.
This episode has been brought to you by your local YMCA.
Because why marry cat
Anne.
anthropologists?
Yes, why marry cat anthropologists? Because
Couldn't think of a big A word.
that right there, those cats, well, they're cool cats. And they sure do like to give you some grade A cat
How much
poutang.
cool can a cool cat cool if cool cat could cat cool?
What are we doing on this episode? Because this was
I
about
don't know. No, anyways, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to part 2 of Was That Real, or Did Sam Dream That Up in the 7th grade? So to refresh
God.
Nikolai's memory here.
I'm Nikolai now?
Nikolai. Oh, Nikolash.
Nikolai.
To refresh Nikolash's memory here,
Whatever you say, Samuel.
we are playing this wonderful game where he is supposed to guess and determine if the historical headline that I give him is real, is simply just misremembered because Sam's a dumbass, or
Confirmed, 11 out of 10.
did I dream it up in the 7th grade? Because specifically, 7th grade was when I discovered rubber cement. So,
They won't get that reference.
without further ado, well, who didn't huff rubber cement in elementary school, dude?
I thought we were talking about all the, alleged bodies in.
Oh, well, that's rubberized cement.
Oh,
I'm talking about the glue that you use in arts and crafts that has a very pungent smell to it.
how much Elmer's glue did you puff as a kid?
Bro, I went to private school. We didn't use Elmer's glue. That's why I said rubber cement.
Oh, they weren't good enough for that public school.
Nah, bro, we used Type Bond 3. Anyways,
What the fuck is a Type Bond 3?
it's carpenter's glue.
Only the premium shit in our household.
Look, and
Only
you're
premium.
you're the one who's more blue collar than I am. How the fuck do you not know what Type Bond is?
I'm what you call
Management material.
a light blue collar.
Ah,
The
we'll call him the navy blue.
I hate those fuckers.
Well, because they're really white. So your collar ain't blue, which is white. So you're a white collar working in a blue collar industry, which means you're the boss.
Okay, so my white
Which makes sense why you don't know what the fuck Type Bond is.
Am I white or blue?
Well, I thought you were Dutch, but I guess you're blue or a Smurf. I guess you're Smurf. Yeah.
Look. We invented the waffles, and then we invented the blue queef waffle. It's real simple.
The what?
The blue queef waffle.
The blue queef waffle. Can you explain in great detail to our viewers how to spot a blue queef waffle? I have yet to know how to identify one in the wild. I've seen them in captivity, but I've yet to identify one in the wild.
So, 4th of July. I'm going to set the scene.
What year?
1998.
Okay.
A good year. Vintage year.
'Twas 1 year old.
'Twasn't even born.
Okay. 1998.
July 4th.
Where?
Behind a grill. Because what you are doing is you are barbecuing. And you know what a BBQ is? Do you know what a BBQ is?
I know what a BBW is. So, explain to me the Q.
I'm trying to figure out what a BBW is.
God. How about you tell our viewers that I watch porn and you don't?
I can't help it that I'm in a very committed relationship with a
Look,
girl named
just
Jill.
because you like Jesus, almost as you like tugging on your own dick, does not mean you're better than me.
Look,
It's everything else in life that means you're better than me.
look. When you're behind the grill, 4th of July, 1998,
Okay.
you're doing BBQ.
Yeah.
All it is a Belgian blue queef. Right there.
But where's the waffle?
That's what you're grilling.
Oh, so it's grilling waffles turns it into a blue queef waffle?
Yeah, so
Or a Belgian blue queef. So
here's-
it's a BBQ waffle.
So yeah, it's a BBQ waffle.
Okay.
So it's very specific.
But where's the queef come in?
We're
Because
getting
that expresses some manner of gaseous exit.
So you can't. So you remember when the president said, "I did not have sexual relations with that woman"?
Yes.
Okay, so you have to have sexual relations with a woman,
Right.
but you have to have a grill.
Right.
So you have to have a bacterial infection
Okay.
of said vaginal area.
So yeast infection
Yes,
or a UTI.
yeast.
Okay, yeast.
But like it has to be fermented.
Right. Because then you get a little bit of carbonation on your balls. Nobody
It
likes the
tickles.
suds popping on the rim of the head of the tip of their penis more than I do.
It just tickles, bro.
Yeah.
It's
a little
just
bit.
It's just a really nice, that sound effect right there. So, you take that nice yeast infection. You got Bill Clinton over here. I did not have sexual relations with that woman. And you will deny
Meanwhile, said woman is literally underneath the desk.
correct, but
Yeah.
in this account, you are having sexual relations. You just don't want your buddy to find out.
So a blue queef waffle.
We're getting there.
Sorry, a Belgian blue queef waffle.
Correct.
Is when you are having regular sexual intercourse with a woman with a yeast infection while simultaneously grilling your waffle.
You have to take that woman, and you have to be Dutch in order to do this.
Right.
It's a very niche acronym here.
Right. I could never hope to perform.
Correct.
Right.
Romanians just don't. They wouldn't understand.
Well, no, we have our own things. Anyways, continue. So Belgians.
You would put the woman on the grill.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And the excited gases make her queef.
Uh-huh.
Understood. So it's having sexual intercourse with a woman that currently has a yeast infection on a lit grill while grilling your waffle.
And that's why it's called hot.
Nice.
And that's the BBQ waffle.
Well, despite the fact that all of our interns have simultaneously gotten hungry and decided to leave the studio for a quick late night meal rush, I guess that leaves me to just move on. So,
What was the score from last episode?
were we keeping score? The numbers were made up and the score doesn't matter.
Well, all right, make up the
Okay,
score.
so Nicolas is currently in the lead with 14 goldfish. Meanwhile, the home field advantage is down 7 egg whites.
And the raccoon interns?
They just stepped out. I erased what was on the whiteboard. They won't know when they get back.
We don't pay them very much.
Again, I erased what's on the whiteboard. They won't know. I just have to change the date real quick.
Understood.
Now, I believe we left off where Peter the Great had taxed beards in Russia. And we had discovered that it was true because he thought that beards were just superfluous. So,
I was told this interesting fact about beards.
that it's hair
It's a hairy
on your face?
Well, it's a hairy experience,
Right.
So you're sitting there.
Well, it's a hair-raising experience, yeah. Because you get yourself in a hairy situation.
Well, yes.
Yeah.
Why your name is Harry?
No, you just style it like Harry did.
That man has got to be the most feminine.
I mean, he's a
straight
fantastic potter from what I've heard.
Potter.
Yeah, he's about the best at transplanting your seeds.
Wow. Wow. Okay, so this is what I heard.
Mm-hmm.
When you grow a beard,
Yes.
it's to the point where when you're uncomfortable with what is on your face, you're only about halfway through before you actually get the full beard.
Oh, yeah.
Is it true?
Yeah, entirely.
Okay.
So, you know what's really funny is what I have on my face I would describe as scruff. It's not full. You can see skin. In my opinion, a beard is not a full beard until you can no longer see skin penetrating through.
The Romanian scrotum. I understand.
Well, no. That's called the Turkish goatee.
The Turkish goatee.
Yeah. Well, there's the Fu Manchu that everybody knows of.
You're neither Chinese or...
Well, that's why I don't have a Fu Manchu. And I'm also not a Turk, which is why I don't have a Turkish goatee. But a Turkish goatee is when your pubes are longer than your facial hair.
Is that why they braid them?
Yeah.
Is that why they put beads in?
Yeah, that way they don't get tangled during war.
What is the war? A fucking orgy between different...
Well, the last war the Turks fought was, I'm pretty sure, during the Ottoman Empire. So...
Good for them. Did they win? The Ottomans, that is?
Do we recognize their empire nowadays?
Well, we don't recognize the Jewish one, so I don't see why...
Well, then they probably didn't do that well. If they can't even be recognized like the Jews, who've been kicked out for millennia of every country they've ever been in, then they probably didn't do that well. Like, if Jews are your baseline for a successful civilization, because the whole world hates them, but they still exist and they still have magically decided to just create their own country over the last couple of years.
I don't know. I think they're doing all right for themselves after.
Well, that's what I mean. So they're the baseline. Jews are the baseline for successful modern culture.
I don't know.
That's your bare minimum.
What about Israel and Gaza?
That's what I just said. The Jews, Israel.
Okay, but you got Gaza. The whole entire dilemma there.
There is no dilemma. There was no Israel not that many years ago. And every 10 years, magically the Jews decide, let's just take over a little bit more. And then they'll wait a few years, act like the hostilities weren't their idea, and then they'll provoke another response, and then they'll go to war, and magically they take over a little bit more territory.
It sounds like Russia.
It's about every 10 years. No, Russia doesn't. Russia does it like every 50.
Oh.
But they don't just go for a little bit of territory. They go for
broad.
countries. They want a whole new continent. But the Israelis have never had a home, and they know this, and they know they can't get too greedy before the whole world says, let's go back a few decades. Let's edit some of what Hitler said and, make it sound a little better. And then, persecute the Jews again. So, instead, they just invade little by little by little. And that's, again, at the end of the day, it's not our side of the world. I don't give a fuck. It's not my problem. But I'm also sick of giving the money for it.
Well, they have literally cornered the diamond market.
No, that was De Beer Diamond Company.
Which are Jewish people.
Okay. Well, but now we're getting in between the Jewish people, as in the people of Israel and Israelites, versus Judaism as a religion.
And what? There's not a difference?
When we're splitting hairs, there's a huge difference. And we're talking about geopolitics, there's a big difference. When we're talking about behind the scenes in reality, there's not too much of a difference, but it's much of a chicken and egg situation. And it's much of a blaming children for what their parents told them to think. So it's a mixed bag.
Did you ever hear about the expression, so there's the Jewish people with the curls, right? And
Secular Judaism, yes.
I believe that's what it's called. Basically, you could light their hair on fire and it looks like they're firecrackers.
Yeah.
And I remember looking at one
It's an archway to heaven. It just burns up one ear, goes across the forehead, and burns down the other ear.
We're going to fucking hell.
Oh, I've been going there for years. It don't matter.
Hey, what are we driving?
To hell?
Yeah, it's a highway.
I thought I was hitchhiking.
Why are we hitchhiking?
Apparently you're rich enough to afford a car.
Well, when you sold your...
Look,
sold
the
the devil
Egyptians had it
because-
right. You got to pack what you're taking with you. Modern burial, we don't take shit.
Well, no, because grave robbers will just come in and just steal it.
What robbers?
Well, you don't...
Dude, if you don't think my grave ain't lined with claymores and that's the false grave because really I got cremated, then you're dumb.
Why did you get creamed while you're dead? That's necrophilia, bub.
Well, no, I got creamed and mated.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Why are you getting fucked when you're dead?
Because I'm dead. It's not like I can stop them.
You could haunt
Dude,
their ass.
morticians are some of the freakiest people you've ever met.
Oh, are they now?
Oh, yes.
Why?
Now, that's a conversation for a different...
No. I want to unpack
Episode.
this. I want to unpack this trauma.
This
you had.
episode... I haven't died yet.
We all die a little on the inside sometimes.
I'm just saying, there is no way that a professional mortician with no security cameras, no oversight, no nothing, when he gets a hot piece of ass on that slab in front of him, that he doesn't at least think.
I don't know.
Now, I'm not condoning it. I'm just saying. I understand. I ain't saying it's right. I'm just saying I understand.
Well,
it's not like those guys date. It's really hard for them to marry. And even if they marry, I'm sure they're marrying cows that don't put out.
Well, if they're pregnant, they can't get more pregnant, right?
And if they're dead, they can't get more dead.
Well, no, they can't get more pregnant because they're dead.
Well, yeah.
So, I don't know. There might be something to be said here about,
And you don't know how good those maggots feel on that tip.
well, with embalming fluid.
Just tickling between the folds. No, that hurts. You don't want to get that in the pee hole.
Sam,
You ever gotten Fireball in your pee hole? That hurts.
why are you chugging Fireball through your pee hole?
I'm not.
What gentleman?
I'm just saying it hurts when you get it in there.
What gentleman touched you when you
Well,
were young?
Obviously, they weren't gentlemen. They were rough men.
Ah, they had bigger dicks.
Yes.
Weren't we talking about an episode here?
I was trying to, but you got off on some tangent. And I don't know what I'm saying now.
No, I got on
Now.
some topic.
Absolutely correct. You were on some topic, but not this topic.
Not on some tangent. That's
Now.
our competitor.
Nikolai.
The possums are on that one.
U.S. President Andrew Jackson
False.
had a pet parrot that swore at his funeral.
Andrew Jackson never died. He's been on the $5 bill this
Do you
entire
even know
time.
which president he was?
The one that did the Trail of Tears. He said, "This is my land, get off of it." And then he moved all the natives from that land to another land, which we called Oklahoma.
Okay. Now, during his funeral, did he or did he not have a parrot that swore?
Andrew Jackson never died. This was confirmed in National Treasure 3, Return of the Jackson.
Allow me to regale you with the true tale of the U.S. president, Andrew Jackson, America's 7th president, that had a temper and a pet parrot named Paul. Paul reportedly picked up on Jackson's language habits. So during the funeral in 1845, Paul began screaming profanities so loud and inappropriate that the officiant had the bird removed. Witnesses claim the parrot's speech was shocking and indecent. Jackson truly left a legacy. Now, what do you think this parrot was saying during his funeral?
I hope it was something about black people and... Because I have a feeling that Andrew Jackson was racist.
Why? Just because his last name's Jackson? So you know that he gave birth to Michael at some point?
Look, Michael touched little boys. I didn't say that he was a pedophile. I said that
Yeah.
he was racist.
Yeah, against black pedophiles.
I would be racist to black pedophiles too, because
Yeah.
they're pedophiles.
Well, yeah. And?
I don't know. I'm just... Would you not want black pedophiles to be racist towards? Like, if there was ever okay to have the racist card pulled.
Would it not be black people
No, it'd be black pedophiles.
or pedophiles?
Black pedophiles.
Ah, gotcha.
There's nothing wrong with a good black person.
Very true. Very true.
There are
Some
many-
of my best partners were black.
What kind of partnership?
Both work acquaintances and some of my bedtime acquaintances.
Ah. Have you ever
Quite fun.
Have you ever heard of the term?
Jungle fever.
No. We are well aware of that.
Mingle with the Pringle.
No, not that. What else you got?
Ching chong with a bing bong.
That's Chinese. That doesn't count.
Slap with a Jap.
No, that's Japanese.
Get your freaking with a Korean. I don't know. I'm running out of
That's
rhymes.
Korean.
I'm running out of rhymes.
I know. I'm waiting for you to shut up.
Am I supposed to just stick on black people?
Have you ever heard of Vincent Van Gogh's
Yes.
Starry Night?
Yeah.
Do you know what it is?
Yeah, it's a screaming dude who's all wavy and shit.
No, that's the scream.
That's Starry Night.
No, it's not. Nobody's screaming.
Yeah, but a lot of times they put the screamer in front of the Starry Night one.
Those
And the
are-
Starry Night one's the swirly stars and shit with the building.
Yeah, but do you know what it is?
Yeah, it's a painting.
Sexually.
Oh.
Without...
I don't know. We might call it something different.
All right, what do you call it?
Well, my Starry Night is normally what leads to a fun night. Because normally that's when I'm asking her if this cloth smells of chloroform or not.
Classy. The good old chloroform trick.
Yeah, it's Starry Night.
How to Get in Bed with a Woman 101 by Sam, allegedly.
Hashtag Starry Night.
No, that is not what a Starry Night is. Ladies and gentlemen, we do not condone chloroform on your first date. Maybe the second, maybe the third. Outside of that, definitely.
I'm pretty sure if you introduce yourself beforehand, you've already failed.
We know that she's into kink shit. Mm-hmm. That's why she does the chloroform.
Right.
You have approval.
Yes.
You need approval before you do kinky shit.
Well, obviously. It's just, it gets really tricky on the whole safe word when they're unconscious thing, but, you know.
Look, your safe word... I don't know what your safe word would be for chloroform, and I know that it doesn't really work like in the movies suggest.
Oh, dude, it takes way longer.
Okay. So,
That's the really funny part, is like everything in the movies and TV makes it seem instant. It's a long time. You're fighting this person and struggling for a minute.
Fucking A. Alright, so Starry Night is nothing more than you coming on a black girl.
Oh, well, yeah.
And it's just...
I mean, that's just a pearl necklace, but it's on some mahogany.
No, because that would be on their neckline. There's the only way that would work.
Yeah.
Starry Night is on their stomach.
I'm sorry, my friend. I'm not in 12th grade anymore.
Well, I'm sorry.
I'm
humor
either
is
giving you a pearl
stuck there.
necklace or it's going inside of you somehow. I don't like wasting. I'm an artist.
I think you are the trash man because you just think of women as cum dumpsters.
No. That's only if they're painted green. Or blue.
What
Now, the ones that are brown, I just don't like that much.
are you talking
Because the
about?
brown dumpsters are just weird.
Smurfs?
No, I'm talking about the color of dumpsters. They're either green or blue.
Okay.
Now, there are brown ones, which are typically smaller, and they're typically located in downtown areas, but I don't count those.
Details.
Now, moving along. In the year of 1919, the Great Molasses Flood destroyed part of Boston. Maryland, that is.
Got to be specific here.
I don't know, there's probably another Boston somewhere else. But in 1919,
Is this related to the
we are
Boston Tea Party?
specifically referencing the Great Molasses Flood that destroyed part of Boston, Massachusetts. Or Maryland. I don't know. Where the fuck Boston's located? Something with an M. I don't think it's Maryland. Pretty sure it's...
Massachusetts?
Yeah.
How do you not know your... Whatever. You know what? I can't say shit. My
I don't like the East Coast that much, dude. Like, besides the seafood, there's nothing in the East Coast that interests me except for old schooners.
schooners.
Yeah.
Oh, the ships?
Yeah.
Those are cool.
Yeah. They're fucking awesome.
Did you ever see the U.S. Constitution? It's like one of the only old-time warships.
You ever see the USS Roseway?
No, I have not.
Yeah, it's the only standing, moving U.S. monument. It's the only national monument that's a moving object.
Why have we not done that yet?
I lived on there for a week, a few years back.
How the fuck did you live that on a week?
My parents are rich.
Fucking rich
They
people.
sent me to live on that boat for a week and learn how to operate a schooner.
Okay, so zombie apocalypse. Just you and me. We're just going to get a schooner because...
Oh, we better have like 8 people with us. So those things are hard to maintain day to day.
Okay. I bring a wife. You bring
Yes.
a wife.
Yes.
They're useless.
Right.
We have 4 children apiece.
So for the first few years, it's just you and me running everything?
Fucking probably.
I think we'll need a starry night.
Ooh. Don't know how the wives are going to feel about that.
World's ended. They don't have a choice.
Concubines are a thing.
Got to repopulate the earth somehow. And how else do you
on a
identify
schooner?
your laborers versus your managers?
Vincent Van Gogh, apparently.
Yeah, exactly. Now, the Great Molasses Flood of 1919, was it real? Was it misremembered? Or was it fully made up?
It had to be misremembered. There's no way that there was a molasses flood. At least not on the grandstanding of what you're thinking of. Oh,
Somebody doesn't know his U.S. history.
fucking apparently
The
not.
Great Molasses Flood of 1919 destroyed part of Boston. The disaster is as follows. On January 15th of 1919, a massive storage tank in Boston's North End burst, releasing 2.3 million gallons of molasses into the streets. The wave was 25 feet tall and traveled at 35 miles per hour. The death toll? 21 people killed, 150 people injured, untold number of horses and livestock drowned, and an untold number of buildings collapsed. The flood was so thick and so fast that it could trap people like concrete. It took months to clean up, and the locals say they could still smell it decades later.
How in the hell does molasses stick around for that long?
What is molasses used for?
I don't actually know. I don't know how to answer that.
No wonder you... I guess that's why this doesn't drive the point home to you. Syrup. Think of your, like, good old-fashioned Canadian syrup.
Okay.
For pancakes and shit.
So it's just sticky, but it goes away with some fucking
Yeah,
rainwater.
but molasses is like molasses, I believe, and this is the part that's probably misremembered, but I believe that molasses is the product that you get after the first treatment and the first sweetening of tree sap during the process of trying to make syrup, maple syrup.
Okay.
You get molasses the very first time that you boil it down. I think it's the unsweetened boiled down remnants is called molasses. And so it's your base ingredient.
So how does that relate to corn syrup? Because I thought there was some kind
No. Corn syrup's a whole different fake thing that came on decades
okay.
later.
Never mind that.
Yeah.
Details.
Yeah. But maple
this
syrup
episode.
and molasses. Molasses is basically what you pull out of the tree. It's the tree sap that you process for the first time. Once it's filtered, I'm pretty sure it's molasses. It's like amber. It's technically a liquid, but it can crystallize and form into a solid.
Okay.
So 2.3 million gallons of syrup burst out and flooded the city of Washington.
I thought this was in Boston.
Oh, Boston. Did I say Washington? I probably said Washington.
Are we talking D.C. or are we talking about the state? And I don't
I'm
think the
talking
state was-
Boston. Anyways, Nick's wrong again.
Hey, I'm walking here.
Exactly.
That's New Jersey, moron.
Like I said, I don't know the East Coast. I don't like it. Now, a man once declared himself Emperor of the United States, and the people went along with it.
The people
Real,
being...
misremembered, or did I dream it up in the 7th grade?
Well, okay. Just because the people go along with it does not necessarily mean that it's true or factual, because the U.S. military is one of the strongest standing militaries in the world.
Correct.
So, great. When you say people, do you mean...
No, like the American people.
Are we okay?
So somebody once declared himself the Emperor of the United States.
Misremembered. Oh, he pulls the paper out. I don't like this.
The legend.
I don't like this game.
The legend. Joshua Abram Norton. No relation.
To Edward Norton? The Incredible Hulk?
Oh, I was thinking Norton Security. So in 1859, after failing in the rice business,
After falling.
into the rice business, Norton declared himself Emperor of the United States and Protector of Mexico. He issued decrees, he printed his own currency, he even attempted to dissolve Congress. The public, they loved him. Businesses accepted his currency, police officers saluted him, and he became a local celebrity in San Francisco. Now, if that doesn't explain to you why they got away with this, it's San Francisco. They were fucking fruity from the start.
Good old San Fran.
Now, when he died in 1880, guess how many people attended his funeral?
300.
10,000 people from all over the country
What?
came to attend his funeral.
That's
no
like-
crown, no nothing, just vibes. By just declaring himself Emperor of the United States.
And what, he made a profit off of this?
Well, considering the fact that he died and nothing in what I could find mentioned him having fortunes or what he used his fortunes on, I'm guessing not.
So maybe he was just a...
But he did just print his own money and basically lived for free and existed.
So hear me out. What if I was king of Belgium and you were king of Romania?
Well, that's not going to work because they already have those.
Allegedly.
Well, allegedly, in medieval times, animals were put on trial for crimes.
Sounds like a fun time.
On trial, like fully on trial, on the stand in front of a courtroom.
Good for them. Solid ass time.
Is it real? Is it misremembered?
I heard...
Or did I dream it up in the 7th grade?
You dreamed it up in the 9th grade. Backtrack to the 7th grade. And we're going to lock in that answer that it's true.
You are right. 4 more dolphins to Gryffindor.
What?
In medieval times, animals were in fact put on trials for crime. Real legal proceedings, to help you kind of picture this. Between the 13th and 18th centuries, animals were in fact prosecuted in European courts. Pigs were often tried for murder. Insects were often charged with crop destruction. And some animals even brought their own lawyers.
Interesting.
For example, in 1386, a pig in France was dressed in human clothes and publicly hanged for killing a child. These trials followed serious legal procedure, complete with judges, clerics, and executioners. Justice served cold, sliced.
You fucking moron.
Hey, I like my cold sliced ham. I want to hear about it.
I gotta ham it to you.
I am pretty hammy. Now,
You went full ham on that.
as did this next gentleman, Benjamin Franklin discovered electricity by flying a metal drone into a storm.
I just want to... I want to fucking smack you around.
Look, I had to soft toss you something.
Well, yeah, because apparently I don't know my fucking history on everything else past the 1910s.
Now, obviously,
Everybody knows that to this day, Benjamin Franklin, there was
really flew Nikola Tesla
No.
in a hot air balloon into a storm.
There you go.
That's how he discovered electricity.
So,
Yeah.
no, Ben Franklin took a fork and stuck it into an outlet.
That was Ben Frank Jr.
Ben Franklin...
That's how we discovered the fact that we had to put dust covers on the outlets.
Fine. I guess Ben Franklin Jr. invented...
Dust covers on outlets? On your standard 125 duplex outlet? Yeah.
Mommy, I
Now,
invented it.
for those of our listeners that really don't know why this is so stupidly funny to us, Benjamin Franklin discovered electricity by flying not a metal drone, but it was actually a kite experiment that he conducted in 1752. Ben Frank flew a kite with a metal key attached during a thunderstorm to test if lightning carried electricity. There were no drones, no electrocution, no dramatic bolt from the heavens movement. He didn't discover electricity, he simply demonstrated its connection to lightning. Still dangerous, still iconic, just less sci-fi-y.
That makes sense.
Moving along. The Berlin Wall fell because someone tripped over a power cord during a press conference.
Where in the fuck do you get these?
Was that what actually led to the Berlin Wall falling? Or not? I'm not talking about how the wall itself structurally came down. I'm talking about the leading incident to the wall being brought down. Was it, in fact, because somebody tripped over a power cord during a press conference?
I don't think they had electrical power cords back then.
When do you think the Berlin Wall existed?
Now, you see, my history is a little skewed here, because I think it was like the 70s and 80s. Right?
And you think we didn't have electricity then?
I don't think we had electrical extension cords.
What is an electrical supply wire but an extension cord without the plug?
To be or not to be, that is the question. I'm going to have to go misremembered for 700.
Fair enough. While the fall of the Berlin Wall in 1989 was sudden and somewhat chaotic, it was not due to a tripping hazard. The real catalyst was a botched press conference where the East German official incorrectly stated that traveling restrictions were lifted effective immediately. Crowds flooded the checkpoints, border guards were unprepared, and the wall fell. Not due to clumsiness, just miscommunication.
So I was right. My logic still holds. Electricity.
Now here's another one, since you're so good with your historical timeline and your dates and stuff.
I'll have you know.
Cleopatra,
Oh, God.
Queen of Egypt,
Was she?
lived closer in time to the iPhone than she did to the construction of the same pyramid she governed.
True.
Which way? Closer to the iPhone or closer to the pyramids?
iPhone.
Okay.
You didn't go for some random ass paper, so that must be me.
Cleopatra lived closer to the iPhone than she did to the pyramids. Surprisingly close. Cleopatra lived around 30 BCE. The Great Pyramids of Gaza were built around 2560 BCE, so Cleopatra lived roughly 2,500 years after the pyramids, and only about 2,000 years before the iPhone. It's not quite close enough, but it's kind of suspicious.
There must be some relation here.
I mean, the gap between her and the pyramids is larger than the gap between her and us.
Now, question.
So,
If Cleopatra was to go on Tinder,
oh, dude, I'd be the first one up.
would you?
Historical reverence?
All right, so what's your pickup line? What's the first thing you're sliding into her DMs? What do you tell Cleopatra?
Have you not seen emojis? They are modern day hieroglyphics. I don't have to say anything. Enough eggplants and enough sweaty emojis and we're in.
She doesn't know what a fucking emoji is.
Hieroglyphics, Nikolai, they are images communicating a message. What is a image communicating a message but memes and emojis?
So you're
They are modern day hieroglyphics.
So you're saying that your eggplant.
Bro, I'd flood that bitch's DMs with them eggplants.
Has she
And a
ever
few
seen
storks.
an eggplant?
Probably not, but she's seen some snakes.
Okay, so then send a snake.
No, that's what killed her.
Oh, did it?
Yeah, suicide.
Good for her.
Yeah. I ain't gonna be married off to no man.
Eternal damnation. Good for her. Our Lord and
I ain't gonna be married to no man. Let me just go to hell instead for all of eternity.
our Lord and Savior Ben Franklin condoned suicide.
Here's a really soft toss to you.
Soft toss. Okay.
Yeah, this is an underhand soft toss to you.
Is this like
The Great Depression
oh boy.
started because somebody lost a bet on a racing horse.
I don't actually know that. I can
Well, how did the Great Depression start?
Black Tuesday?
Well, if they were in the black, they wouldn't be in a depression.
Well,
That means they stayed in the red for a while.
there was the Dust Bowl,
There was the Dust Bowl.
and then that did some stuff. And
That
then,
did stuff.
And then, World War II was happening
Yep.
close to this time. So, you know what? True.
Okay. Not even close. The Great Depression began because the U.S. stock market crashed in 1929 due to over-speculation, banking failures, and a fragile financial system.
No, were you
Not a
there?
horse race.
Were you there?
But honestly,
Were you there?
if one gambler could trigger a global economic collapse, it would have made a better movie.
Were you there, though?
I was not there.
So how do you know?
Well, supposedly, according to one of our unpaid interns, her great to the 14th power grandmother was there.
What is the lifespan of these raccoons?
Well, I just said to the 14th power.
Yeah.
So go back 14 generations and then add 2 more.
After 20 years of being a raccoon?
Sir, I do not wish to reveal to the public the lifespan of our unpaid interns. They will not know.
Okay.
These are not your run-of-the-mill unpaid interns.
They're fairly run-of-the-mill. We only had to train them and put in millions of dollars.
Just because they run our mill does not make them run-of-the-mill.
Well, they run the mill.
Yeah.
How else do you think?
How else are we going to get fresh wheat?
That's how I
and
make
flour?
That's how I make this bread.
Yeah, baby. Now,
What
moving
would you
on.
title that movie, though?
What if the Depression actually started from a lost horse race? Oh, what would you Who would you star? Who would you feature in that film first? Well, I think of a title. Who would you feature in said film to help me think of a good title?
Ooh. Okay. What am I limited by? Because it can't just be anybody. You're talking like.
From the Great Depression to modern times.
No, I got you.
So obviously you can't call Cleopatra
Well, no.
or Napoleon.
But it's got to be modern time actors
Okay.
to relate to our audience.
Okay.
But does it include Marvel movies actors?
Are they not modern actors?
They are, but they're just overplayed.
Run with it.
Jeff Goldblum.
Jeff Goldblum. He is who
He's
in this movie?
He's the gambler.
Oh.
He's the gambler. Except in this movie, here's how this movie works out. There's a small boy that ends up being taught by the gambler a life lesson. And it ends up being that...
And the lesson is if you bet on horses, you cause a depression for your whole country?
Well, that's the overlying arc. He tries to teach the lesson and it doesn't stick, so it's ironic.
Was he supposed to be like the head of the U.S. Treasury and he gambled on the horse and that's how he fell into a Great Depression? Or...
I haven't come up with a good background, but we'll say some secretive Area 51 government shit.
Since you said Jeff Goldblum, then obviously we know that this is all about that kind of on the balls of your feet, tickling the tips of your fingertips, anticipation, so excited to see you, but also kind of a little bit sexy and freaky. So we're going to call this simply a...
Like an Ocean 8?
No, this is just a better's delight.
Never
Is the
seen it.
title of this film.
Bitter's Delight.
A better's delight.
A Better's Delight.
Yeah.
So what is... Do we open up the movie at a bar and he's getting a Bitter's Delight?
No.
For a play on the words?
He can't be seen in no normal bar.
No, but it's an old...
Since when does Jeff Goldblum go to just a bar?
No, but it's an old-timey saloon. It's black and white the entire movie.
Yeah, that's
Classy.
fine. But it wouldn't just be a bar. He'd be going to a lounge.
Okay, so it's...
Or a burlesque lounge.
Okay, so...
Or a risque show.
So we open the movie...
Better yet, he probably runs the joint. Like, let's be real. This is Jeff Goldblum.
So he runs a burlesque bar, and here comes the intrepid mentee to Jeff Goldblum's mentor.
Uh-huh.
Now, who's the mentee? What small little child is going to play between...
Elijah Wood.
Ooh. So he looks like a grown-ass man.
Elijah Wood?
Isn't he? That's the guy that did The Hobbit.
Look him up.
Oh,
He
boy.
still looks like a hobbit.
Well,
Elijah Wood hasn't aged at all in the last 20 years.
well, you know what? How tall is this guy?
It's fucking short.
5'6"?
Yeah.
He shaves his face. Maybe you take the camera and the only
No,
time-
he's the
he's
the door boy.
He's Frodo.
He's a door boy. And Jeff Goldblum, of course, would pick a random stranger to come in and join him for the evening. And it's just throughout their conversation of the opening scene and the opening credits of Jeff going to his nice little club and this kid happening to entertain him and, get enough drinks and stuff for him. And then Jeff decides that he's going to teach this kid how to run a city.
And the overlying message of the movie is that it's ironic. Because he tries to teach the kid.
Well, it's fully ironic.
And fails miserably.
Because nothing matters. It's all imaginary.
Creating the Great Depression.
Yeah. Numbers are all made up.
Why are we not in the movie industry?
We don't have the right initials on the end of our last names.
What initials do you need?
ERG
Fuck is that?
or a EIN.
I don't know.
If you're not a Berg or a Steen, you ain't making movies.
I don't know what I know what those are, but I don't know what those acronyms are.
Yeah. Well, that's literally spelling out the end of Berg and the end of Steen.
Oh.
So if you're not a Berg or a Stein, you're just not making movies. You don't have the backing.
Okay, so what if we go and pitch this idea to Hollywood?
Then they'll turn us down, and then magically Netflix will do it next year, and they'll all be black people. Now, what's really funny is they can't magically turn him gay because, let's be real, Jeff Goldblum, he's just sex incarnate. He's not gay, he's not bi, he's not anything. It's just...
What are you watching at night?
Nothing.
You go to bed.
Have you not seen this man in half of his interviews or half the characters that he plays and how he carries himself and talks to people?
I saw him in he was like the Grand Master in Thor Ragnarok.
Oh, dude, he's just... Look, if I could ever grow up to be Jeff Goldblum, I would in a heartbeat. Is it a fulfilling life? Probably not, but is it really interesting and fun with a bunch of wild stories? Absolutely. And he has multiple tiny little Chinese men tied up in his basement willingly. They're not there against their will. Now, moving along. From our Better's Delight.
We just came up with a kick-ass movie. I'm really happy with that.
Or a 5-second blurb of South Park, sure.
Well, potato patrism.
The Declaration of Independence was written on a bar napkin.
False. Really?
Simply misremembered.
Really?
The Declaration of Independence was not written on a napkin. It was carefully drafted on, obviously, parchment and revised by a committee. However, Thomas Jefferson did write multiple early drafts on various notes and ideas that were definitely discussed in taverns. But bar napkins weren't really standard issue revolutionary equipment. So was it drafted in bars? Possibly, but it was not on a bar napkin.
Interesting.
During the Renaissance, Venice banned mirrors because they were witch rectangles. So during the Renaissance, in the city of Venice, mirrors were banned because they were witch rectangles.
I don't know. Triangles scream more witchcraft to me.
Fair.
So misremembered. For 2000.
Completely made up.
Fuck you.
During the Renaissance, Venice banned mirrors because they were witch rectangles. Totally fabricated. Venice actually embraced mirror making. It was home to the famous Murano glassmakers.
The what?
That's a weird name. Murano.
Marlano?
Which literally, Murano, which in Spanish nowadays literally just means black people. They just call them Muranos, which is just browns. Anyways.
Well, I mean, you got to heat up glass really hot. So
the famous Murano glassmakers who revolutionized mirror technology, far from banning the mirrors, they protected the mirror making secrets like state treasures. No witch rectangles, just capitalism.
I agree. They would have succeeded in America.
Now, here's your Area 51 type shit. At one point, the U.S. tried to weaponize cornflakes as biodegradable landmines. So currently landmines are mostly plastic and metal. Well, they really don't biodegrade. And apparently that's been an issue in some third world countries where we might have dropped a few million of them over the last few decades.
Details.
Whatever. It's bad for the planet. Blah. So, in an effort to remedy this situation and find a biodegradable replacement, we tried to use cornflakes to form the casing instead. Because cornflakes can be pressed in any shape.
False?
Entirely made up. Yes, sir. No military branch has ever weaponized cornflakes. Cornflakes were invented by John Harvey Kellogg as part of an anti-masturbation diet, which is its own horror story in and of itself, but nothing involving landmines.
What the fuck? I didn't know that it was anti-masturbation.
It was part of an anti-masturbation diet.
All right, maybe next week's episode is going to be anti-masturbation in the various...
We'll be all on cornflakes? Sure.
Potentially.
Now it kind of makes me giggle a little bit that a guy started a cereal company based on, I don't want young men jacking off, but okay. Up next, we have ancient Egyptians believed pharaohs needed to pass a karaoke test in the afterlife.
What the fuck? They did not have karaoke back then.
Okay, we're talking about the ancient equivalent. They had to sing for their gods and sing praises, because typically pharaohs just had their own priests and people that they made do it for them. So, in the afterlife, did the pharaohs
Misremembered.
have to... Well, it was more like it's made up. Now, there were elaborate afterlife rituals for sure in the Egyptian mythology, including the weighing of the heart against a feather of truth, but there was no karaoke test. Though chants and hymns were in fact involved, the idea of pharaohs crooning "Walk Like an Egyptian" to gain eternal life is purely modern nonsense. However delightful.
Was that song actually like real? You know what I'm saying? Walk like an Egyptian?
I so vaguely remember Walk Like the Egyptians' origins, and I'm pretty sure it was some random like German electro dance band came up with it first. And yeah, either way, it had nothing to do with real Egyptians.
Okay.
Now we're down to our final two.
Oh Lord.
So this is make it or break it time.
I don't even know what the points are now.
15 fish to 13
Killer whales?
dog farts.
Dog farts. Okay.
In 1814,
How the fuck do we quantify?
Denmark. So it's kind of a little bit in your section of the world there. Denmark briefly declared war on the concept of gravity. Now keep in mind, the year that I just specified was 1814. Denmark briefly declared war on the concept of gravity.
Oh,
so we're talking about, again...
Like the church would have, fought.
Right.
Yes, true.
Okay. Wholeheartedly made up.
What the fuck?
In 1814, Denmark briefly declared war on the concept of gravity. Denmark has never declared war on gravity. No one has. Although there were 19th century debates about Newtonian physics and spiritualists who believed levitation was real, not gravity. No nation has ever taken a formal military stance against physics. So they were debating a whole bunch of the shit that Newton came up with. But they did not officially declare war on gravity.
Not declare war upon you today.
Now, if you don't remember last week's,
Ooh.
what was the thing that we first started on?
Oh, Taco Bell.
It too, DoorDash?
Oh. I like the Taco Bell one better.
Well, what would have been if Taco Bell was involved in Julius Caesar's assassination?
A2 Live Mas.
How would Taco Bell assassinate Little Caesars nowadays?
They'd probably sharpen one of their, they'd break like one of their tortilla chips. Or they'd break one of their,
You mean the things that are already shaped like arrowheads?
well, yes.
Okay.
And they tape it off to their, their little churro thing. And then they, basically at this point, you're a multi-million-dollar company. So I don't know why you couldn't just buy an actual bow and arrow.
There you go. Now you're thinking.
But whatever. They just use it as a spear and they chuck it.
Okay.
And Little Caesar's it over here with the pizza shield. What was the question here? How would one assassinate the other?
No, it was Julius Caesar's last words were "et tu DoorDash," which I thought was the most retarded thing possible that I could find. Even though "et tu Brute" was never confirmed, it is historically what most people assume is correct.
Wasn't that Julius Caesar? Or sorry, wasn't that
William Shakespeare?
That
Yes.
said that about Julius Caesar?
Yeah.
He knows how to write a good drama. I'll give him that.
Hey, I mean, young Will knew something. That's for sure.
Not to be confused with the young Will Smith that basically has
Who was just simply fresh
I was gonna
and from Bel Air
gonna say that his
and was the son of a
friend
king.
porked his wife, but yeah, that too.
Oh, well, that's modern times.
Oh yeah, that's totally natural.
I mean, how else are you going to show, oh, hey, kids, guess what? Hollywood's full of cucks. It's okay to be a cuck, too, before they started all this open relationship shit. Did you not see the documentary that his wife put out on it?
I don't know why you would put a fucking documentary about your sex life.
Oh, my God, because this woman's fucking demented.
All right. No, I have.
And
not
it was
seen
like this whole, like, tabletop discussion platform filmed in the version of a documentary of, like, her and her girlfriends justifying about why she slept with her son's fucking friend while married. And about how she's justified in doing it, and why she was justified in doing it so many times, and why she's justified in talking about it and being proud about it.
And Will Smith is just over here like,
Dude, it's Hollywood. It's all a horse and pony show. Like, it's all fake. Who knows what's real and what's not? And even if it is real, the dude's rich enough to be a rich cuck. Who gives a fuck? Go cry with your millions.
How could you? I guess she'd have to be wearing a wig for me to be attracted to her.
I mean, she does have alopecia, so she's kind of bald, yeah.
So she'd have to wear a wig.
Starry Night, though.
Maybe that's all she can get. Will's just not, pleasing her.
Or maybe Will just isn't attracted to her because she looks like a man.
You know what? At least he's honorable. He never cheated.
Huh. That you know of.
That
she knows of.
That she knows of. Allegedly.
Allegedly.
This episode has been brought to you by the word allegedly. We use it quite frequently. Don't worry.
This episode brought to you by ass sweat. When niggas get to stepping, you better sweat they ass. Ass sweat. And if anybody actually knows where the fuck I got that from, points.
What is wrong with you? I don't know where the fuck that comes from, man. And that's all for this week on Some Topic. The show where logic is seasonal, facts are optional, and the raccoons are 2 paychecks behind. If you're a liberal, please keep your critiques to yourself. Our unpaid interns have adopted a shoot first, shred later policy, and we're in a stand your ground state after all. HR has yet to get back to us with a solution, so stand by. To the rest of you, keep your coffee black, your sarcasm sharp, and your reality on airplane mode. Until next time, stay skeptical, stay caffeinated, and stay just interested enough to keep the surveillance squirrels guessing while we slip out the back.